I'm going to go over this car multimedia adapter. This is called the Smart Box, the little AI Smart Box. It can do CarPlay, it can do Android Auto, and it also has an HDMI in. And I will get into that because this might be one of the coolest setups for anybody with a factory radio like this that wants to play like YouTube, Prime Video, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, anything that you want to play, you can play it on this thing all out of the factory radio. So I am very excited to show y'all this because this is something that's kind of new to me. Believe it or not, it's all contained in this little item right here. And here's the box that came in. Now I partnered it up with the Roku, but you can also use an Amazon Fire Stick. And I think you can use some other ones, but this Roku one was the best one that I found. Check it out. That's all this thing is a little HDMI input right there. You do have to run some power to it. You get a remote. So this is the streaming box right here. I won't go over the Roku box. Pretty much if you've ever used one of these, you know about what it is. It's got Netflix, Disney Plus, Apple TV, ESPN, you know, different types of whatever your streaming service, and YouTube. And I always like my YouTube. I'm not going to go over a lot on the Apple CarPlay. I've covered that in other videos. That's not what my main use of this thing is, but just so you know, you can run CarPlay on it. Now, I've got a Ford F-150. This is 100% factory radio. There is nothing extra that I've added to this. And with the Ford, or pretty much Ford Sync and a lot of other cars, if you do a USB in, you can play your CarPlay. So what this does, that utilizes the USB input to turn it into a multimedia center. Let me plug all this up and show you. So this right here needs to have power, and this needs to have power. Let me hook it all up. Okay, so I just hooked it all up here. What I like about this, check it out. I can hide it all down in there. Here's where the USB-C goes in right there to power this. Then I plug the Roku stick into the HDMI input, but you can also plug in like a DVD player or something into this thing. And then I plug the other USB-C input in right here. So that's getting power to both of them. And by the way, I am out here in the middle of a field. I'm at a kind of in my back farm area, and I'm just going to show y'all, I am not on Wi-Fi. I'm going to use 100% hotspot off of my phone. So let's go ahead, let's start this up, and let me go over everything and how to set this up. Let's roll the window up. Okay, so this screen comes up first. So it goes ahead and it connects to CarPlay. If you just want to run CarPlay, and like I said, I'm on 100% the factory radio. So you see this Ford Sync right here? Hit the Ford Sync, it brings me back to this screen. So once you hit the HDMI in, it brings up this screen. Check it out. We are on 100% Roku. You can see I'm not connected here. So let's go ahead, let's go down. Let me show you some of the features of this thing. You've got YouTube, Hulu, Paramount, Prime Video. So let's go ahead, let's start Prime Video. It's saying set up connection. Now you could do this, I'm hotspotting off of my phone. So I'm gonna tether off of there. You guys see how it says iPhone right there? Click on iPhone, connect. I've already had my password in, everything is set up. Let's go back. Now I'm loaded. Look how I'm online. Hit the Prime Video. You guys see Prime is loading. Open my account. There it is. Also, because they have NBA, which I like watching basketball, they have a lot of TV shows. Here's some of the shows, The Bluff. Let's go down. Let's start a movie. Oh, let's actually start that one. So let's go down. Now, by the way, it's in here. I'm running this off of the remote. This is not touch screen on this. If I want to go back, I can go back there. If I want to zoom in, I can zoom in right here. So let's go watch movie. This movie's awesome. If you haven't seen this, this kind of makes Prime worth it right here. Okay, it's going through this. Let's skip over the ads and I'll come back. There it is. Now, obviously, you don't want to be driving, watching movies, but I do like to drive and listen to movies, whether it's comedies or action or something. I just let it play over my speakers. Check that out. And I can do it all with steering control. All on a factory Ford radio. And I can hotspot this and keep this going as long as I want. Let's fast forward a little bit. Watch this. Fast forwarding. 100% movies on a factory radio. If I want to go back, you can see this. If I want to scroll through, look at all the different movies. Creator, Sherlock Holmes, Love Hurts. All these different movies are available just on, these are all Prime movies, by the way. You get a lot of good movies, but you also get the TV shows and all that. So now let's go and let's pull up YouTube. So if you just want to watch some YouTube videos, going down, you can watch YouTube right here. It's going to load that. So you've got all of YouTube and pretty much anything else you need on this thing. So you're going to run a cable out of it. You get power coming out of it. I think I said you needed power, but it's all contained right here in this one little box. If I want to go back to CarPlay, hit that, hit CarPlay. I am 100% back to CarPlay. This is something I recommend for anyone that just needs to get multimedia inside their vehicle, whether you've got a Ford Sync like this or you got a Nissan Toyota. They all have some sort of input now. If you just want to run a USB input, it makes everything wireless. Check it. I just grab my phone and I can go. I don't have to unplug wires or anything like that. So yeah, there it is, everybody. That's all I got on the, little car multimedia adapter box and Roku. See y'all in the next video.